Okay, there we go. Can you guys hear that? Sorry about that. No idea what happened there. It's been a while. Welcome back. I don't even know if anyone's going to be viewing this, but I mean, I think it's fun to do this once in a while. So full story, I have been pretty busy with, life and things like that. A lot of different things going on all at once. Some travel here and there, some friend events happening. Like a lot of it was work, to be honest. Like work was pretty grueling over the past few months, such that like you get through the workday like 8 to 10 hours, and kind of don't want to do more work at the end of it. So it's kind of what I've been going through. But yeah, I decided, finally getting some breathing room. Might as well start kind of easing myself back into streaming. I do enjoy this, like, don't get me wrong, for sure. Like, I think playing games online, especially with like friends and other audiences watching, is something I enjoyed more than I expected. Interacting with you guys and playing the game, quite fun. So, yeah, I guess today we will be playing Cooking Companions. So here's the disclaimer. This is one of those, like, kind of, what's the best word for it? Kind of misleading games. Like, the aesthetic is very cheery, over the top, very colorful, but things aren't quite as they seem here. So, oh, you can actually tell from the game audio. Usually it's like a very cheery, like, ba 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 da ba da ba. But the longer I've had this open, the more and more weird the audio has become. So, without further ado, though, let's get right into it. Oh yeah, here we go. New game. See? So, here's your warning. Here's your disclaimer. If you are watching with children or you are a child, you have been warned. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Okay. I just realized I completely forgot to do my self-intro, huh? Yeah, I guess I'll... Better late than never. Hey guys, this is Tsukino Mafuyu. Your friendly neighborhood inactive VTuber. Welcome back. But yeah, today we'll be playing Cooking Companions. So it's a group of 4 friends who are apparently going glamping or something like that. Is the very generic or very general gist that I got from it. So I know very little about the game other than that it is not quite what it appears to be. Let me know how the audio is for you guys, by the way. That walk was brutal. Okay, hang on. I need to get into the mood of voices. So Gregor, I assume, is the big dude. So kind of that walk was brutal, but this camp is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to Achoo! I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. Get these allergies under control, Mariah. Maria? Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease, we can make this cabin shine. So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out to get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. Why does he have a little thing on his shoulder? Kind of what I'm curious about. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mariah from dying due to this dust, ha ha ha. Hey! I'll just nothing joke about Karen? Karen. All their names are slightly off except Gregor. Like Anatoly. It's quite the name as well. Karen. Let's go with Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. It's not my idea of treasure, but everyone has their own treasures, you know? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Roughing it up is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime mold will be the most delicious. Okay. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anatoly? I could figure that out. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek! Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... Anatoly? Oh yeah, sorry, Mariah. Got carried away again, haha. I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better off at warding off wild animals. Why? Why is that just a skill you have? That's weird. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Hey, Anatoly and Mariah are getting the food. Gregor is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Oh. I'm a character. I did not expect that. I guess it's the 5 of us here in this wood. Oh, in this cabin in the woods, glamping adventure. I actually really don't like camping. I am much more of an indoors person. Glamping depends on the place, right? Like if it has full facilities like a kitchen and bathroom and lip beds and everything, I could accept it. Can accept it. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. Alright everyone, let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor. 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial. To save the game, hit right click or hit the escape button on your keyboard to pull up the menu. Okay. Yeah, it's like a VN style game, so, you know, choices, pictures, that kind of thing. So, and I believe there are multiple endings, but how many of them we'll get through, we don't know. So it depends on, you know, how much I enjoy playing this game, how much you guys enjoy seeing this game. We'll kind of let it play out organically. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or blah blah blah. Please not going back to the menu or anything without saving, blah blah blah. Yep. Do you have any experience making meals? Yeah, you know, I'm a pretty decent cook if I say so myself. Nothing fancy, but, you know, pretty decent home cook. Is that so? Looking at you, I think you'd be rather good at serving up food poisoning. That's super rude. What? I thought we were friends here. Right? Looks like Karen will remember that. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Okay. Karen heads to the living room and starts testing a little bit. He decides to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients for the meal tonight. Coral, you never know what you'll find in the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? Cupboards? The first few cupboards are empty. Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere else. The drawers? You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirt knives. Behind the woodpile. There's nothing but cobwebs back here. Thankfully, no spiders. Cupboards? Check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turd and cobwebs. The drawers? You check the drawers above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing? Why? Check the cupboards underneath the sink. We found a dead mouse. This would be a great gift to give to Karen. You added the dead mouse to your inventory. The wood log's closer. It's just a pile of Norway spruce. Check the drawers above the wood pile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it with all your might.
Whee! Cabbage!
It's time! Trumpet, sound off! Never fear, Onion is here! Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion.
Raspberry!
Always merry raspberry!
Oh, yeah?
Potato? Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. We're the Trumpets! Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is trauma. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret Trumpet recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting to find in this drawer, but this was certainly not it. Celebrate, here's our first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate. Meat-free. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Trumpets, let's move out. I don't have the ingredients for this though. Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. You wonder if what you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state, but only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Aunt Tolly lied. You actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. But emergency supplies. Karen leaves you alone. Karen. Sorry. Start a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, celery, carrots, and celery in it. A few minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Place some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Yeah, let these cook. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes. Onions are great. Onions are the best. Onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. Oh, sorry, that's Gregor. We found some wild sorrel. Ooh, sorrel is pretty good too. It's like one of those very sour. Actually, don't know. I've never seen like a full sorrel. I've only had like the leaves. I don't know if that's actually what the sorrel is, but it's very sour. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. Aunt Holly's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. But Mariah spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders while you were out looking at deer. Yeah! That should have come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. Oh, 160? Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something. Heh, no. Almost all of them were near the couch. Yeah! I was gonna sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on the couch then. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah. I can sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them storm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. Karin and Aunt Tolly, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Hey, Aunt Tolly, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Eck. Sweet dreams, chump. You turn your back to bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. That looks pretty good. It's like a quintessential anime vegetable stew. Yes, I can actually cook anime food. You know, these anime hands of mine. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew. Da, da. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Why are you guys all looking at me like that? Why do you guys look different than you did before? Especially Karin. Mariah and Gregor look about the same. Anatoly too, but Karin just looks completely different. Different art styles. Oh wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karin takes a bite. It's bland as hell. Karin? It's like every other vegetable soup I've ever had. So generic. Probably use some meat next time. Gross. For a side dish, we could break some bread and utilize the Fragaria vesca, also known as strawberries, for jam. Nobody cares, pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karin's polite room. That's not polite. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This could be very well the best day you've ever had. No, I feel horrible. Karin made me feel sad inside. Why these... Wait. Where am I sleeping? I just realized, where am I sleeping? You guys didn't give me a place to sleep. Go to bed stuff. Day 1. You didn't give me a place to sleep. Where did I sleep? Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night, I didn't even need a blanket. What time is it? About 1 hour until dawn. Will you two pipe down? Try to sleep over here. Oh, Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food. I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was one small one in the bathroom. Heck! Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Yeah, no, I can't do bugs either. I'm sorry, no bugs. Mariah turns a little pale. Aaron's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. Gah! You're a lucky little guy. Maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy? Anatolia's herbalism book stated that there are many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know I'm not, into meat. That's a shame. I wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karin. We'll get to observe the trout. We'll get to observe the trout, at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Haha. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries. Haha. We'll be back later. Can you watch your stuff today? You nod. Thank you. Thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? What's wrong with you, Karin? I thought we were all friends here. You nod. When Mariah, Anatolia, Gregor, and Karin leave the cabin with their hobbit to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of chompets to keep you company. Choice deal with us at a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, but the day and the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Let's save the game then, I guess. I do want to kind of establish the precedent. So let's see if talking with the chompets consumes the day or not. I don't think so, but let's talk with the chompets.
Hello!
Hello! You almost crapped yourself.
Yes, manana.
That's not what you said, but okay. The other chompets are somewhere in the basement. So it's just us today. How about some fun cabbage facts? You shake your head.
Yeah!
Great!
Cabbage.
Cabbage has 24 calories and 100 grams and is a great source of vitamin K's and D.
Yes, manana.
Purple cabbage has even more vitamin C than green cabbage. Maybe you should ask Anatoly why that is when he gets back. Globally, Russia eats the most cabbage. Pretty cool, right? I should have been a scholar instead of a world-class comedian. Since you've been so patient today, I'll give you the chompet's secret recipe for Lebanese-style tabbouleh. Not your normal meal, but I think you'll enjoy it. Not sure. Wait. Why do I have to say before the recipe? So if I go, wait. Okay. Main menu under gallery. Oh, I see. It's because I exit out of the game when that happens. I see.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my work here is done. Chompets, mosey out. Can you put me in the drawer? I want to surprise the others later. You're extremely relieved that the cabbage has stopped talking. You shut the drawer as per her request. Look over the supplies and start planning your next meal. Okay, so it does consume the day. We're back! Hehehe. Knock it off, Mariah. Pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. Hehehe. Who knew the big guy would be so scared of? Shut up. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. There's just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Mariah laughed so hard that your ears ring. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Mariah from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? That's morbid. You guys, you don't get it. It's pretty personal. Please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Hey, let's leave him all alone. Let's leave him alone. Very different connotations of the way those words are done. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found some more wild sorrel. Is this gonna be good enough? Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone is looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all of the available ingredients. Takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. Let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, an egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. Use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands off after it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls into a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. It sounds pretty good. You reduce the heat to a low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. It's very, very detailed too. That looks pretty good. Actually, looks kind of bloody. Yeah, it looks kind of bloody. I know it's tomato sauce, but kind of bloody. Mara looks optimistic. Karin looks skeptical. And Natalia looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. Karin kind of sucks. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable soup tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoons means some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible! It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This is really something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Guys, I thought we were dividing. I guess you guys are going out and getting ingredients. Not that I actually used any of your. What am I even using your ingredients for? I guess berries are a nice dessert. Make a dessert. Just wash berries and stuff. But guys, come on. Ugh, you guys are the worst. Not happening. Settle and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. Not happening as in I'm not washing the dishes? What happened? I feel like I missed something. Good morning, everyone. Good. Again, Gregor? Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor is also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today. You really think it'll flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karin? There's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karin. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karin. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Anatoly, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. Natalia and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen are still hanging around. Unfortunately, life can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely and only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? Guess saving at each choice. Karen is rude, but I'm kind of curious what her shtick is, you know? Like, Mariah seems too happy-go-lucky. Like, I don't know. I don't know what there is to kind of glean from her, but I'm kind of curious about Karen. Like, what's your shtick? Hey, this paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? Why are you asking me? I'm not sure what you mean. Never mind. You must enjoy these antiques, huh? Before Karen with some brief yet dull descriptions of items lying around. Cool. I'll tell the others later. Karen looks disturbed by your comments. You hear a loud laugh from the other room. Gregor and Natalia come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What? What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. What? Huh? Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice on the ground when you walked in. Did someone leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. It seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Let's check out the bedroom. I'm curious, you know, what kind of living... Wow, it's pretty decent other than the mouse hole. Poor Anatoly. Karen's snoring is so loud she even wakes you up sometimes. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up though? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. Mariah's back early today. Are you okay? Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. That was a weird face. You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Teh. I didn't do anything though. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime? You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. We've got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. You have any sugar? Shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. Eek! You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome. Just an optimist, big guy. But you must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sight. You can even see snow on the tips of the mountains. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look from person to person trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Mariah. Mariah? I recognize that sound from anywhere. Gah! Guilty. Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. I haven't spoken like narration in a very long time, so my tongue's a little off. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? Correct. Yeah, I was gonna guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. Crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. You've cooked raspberry and jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for, haha. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah? Everyone already laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back, and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge this thing under the waters, but it won't drown, it won't drown, it won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh my god, what was that? Oh my god. Wake up! Sorry, you're making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. I tried falling back asleep, but it was so loud. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. What? I look at the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow. You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen. Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him. Eck. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Ha ha ha. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Eck. Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How would you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply by a factor of... Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you. Okay. I guess you're a meteorology expert now after reading one book. That's interesting. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to... what? That's not even math. Like, what? So the first thing you need to understand, I guess she's a genius. I would have thought that, but good for you, Mariah. 5 minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. Lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it, haha. Yeah. Anatoly turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. What's wrong with you, Mariah? Looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me the more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Except for you. If everyone's stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. Sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. Get out some crusty bread and get to work making some jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide checking on the chompettes. Chompettes.
Hello!
Hello! Don't worry, as leader of the chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us.
Onion!
That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Ha ha ha. Are your plans going awry? Ha ha ha. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. Ha ha ha. That one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? Tell her no.
Raspberry!
Raspberry milk shake! You let out an audible groan. Ha ha ha. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope. Wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. Ha ha ha. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe we'll win the annual Chompet comedy competition this year.
Raspberry!
Of course.
Onion!
Not while I'm here. I won't choke upstairs this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? Ha ha ha. We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're gonna do great this year. Oh, Bread. Anyway, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompets still stick together through thick and thin.
Raspberry!
Rain or shine. Feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right. Chompets, move out. I'm a little disturbed by the Chompets, but Chompets somehow managed to close the drawers on themselves. Bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Karin interrupts you as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karin, I was... Okay, fine. I'm sorry, I'm just a lowly chef. Karin looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. I thought you like mold. Are you okay, Mariah? Karin is right. What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm, no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. Can't leave with the floodwater, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. You're from Ukraine? Oh. My condolences. Wow. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance. And Tolly, where are you getting that information from? Well, one of the books on the bookshelf about the climate here. You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie. What? I thought he was a bookworm. Ech! I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. What's going on? Oh, he's a faker. I see. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants to think that he's smart. But I can tell he's just staring at the pages faking it. What do you think? You know, let's give Anatoly a benefit of the doubt. You know, why would I doubt Anatoly? You know, he must be going blind then. Yeah. Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make something up like that about me. You aren't fooling anyone, Anatoly. Karin has stormed off. Thanks for backing me up. Yay. Good to have someone so positive around. Anatoly looks relieved. I think he'll remember that. I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Hey, Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Anatoly looks at you with a look of... But Anatoly is saying this. Anatoly looks at you with a look of admiration. Hey, see you tomorrow. Anatoly looks like he's blushing as he walks away. You're definitely sure Anatoly will remember that. What? I just got one heart though. What? Did you just double confirm that I got one heart? That's weird. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to bed very hungry. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Whoa! Incredible! Impressive. Come on, I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. That's how rationing works, Karen. Come on, get with the program. No! It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have started practice fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Why are you throwing shade at me? I literally stuck up for you, man. Come on. Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Come on. My friends are mean, guys. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? No, I like you, Mariah. Are you okay? Oh, didn't hear you coming, haha. Are you? I was just double checking if there was any food we might have missed, but I couldn't get the drawer open. Did you give it a try? You nod. Great. While you go do that, I'm going to get some more reading done. What? Oh, okay. Weird. Later. Give the drawer a hard ink open. Let me guess, Chompets. Yep.
Hello!
Hello! Is the thunderstorm keeping up at night? You just need to roll with it. Raspberry whispers so quietly you lean over to listen to her. We need to talk soon. Okay. Please listen to me when the time comes. Anyways, please don't let the others see us.
Cabbage!
That's right, Raspberry. Part of being a chompette is secrecy. We wouldn't want those humans to overhear our meetings now, would we? You shake your head. Good. Chompettes, roll on out. You shut the drawer. It's, everyone looks pretty down this evening. I wish the rain would just stop. We're all doing great. We must be almost at the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry. Me too. You are too. Wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. Aw, oh, it's glamping gone wrong. Go to bed with a growling stomach. Wake up. I said, wake up. Hi, Raspberry. The rain falls nonstop again. Did you have anything to do with this? You don't answer a question. Shh. Always thinking with your stomach, right? You should reconsider. Might save what little humanity you have left. At least I tried. I won't have a guilty conscience by the end of this. Go back to sleep, monster. What? I'm the monster? You easily forget about Raspberry conversation. You have a strange dream. A boy's yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray, make your body as flat as the board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. And a stench of burning hair fills your lungs. You see him staring back at you. Wake up in a cold sweat. Did that kind of look like me? Kinda, not really. I mean, it was a generic face, but like, kind of looked like me. Weird. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear her stirring up blankets, arms and legs. Mariah looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. Anatoly has bag under his eyes. The storm is too loud. Karin looks out of it. You okay? The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And? Couldn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed. Karin turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Flood waters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Ha 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 ha. Ryan and Anatoly go white as a sheet. How are we gonna find a way back now? We'll have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks back at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. The group stares at you. It'll clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You can tell Gregor's putting on fake optimism, and Mariah's having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? You know, in these kind of games, I feel like it's better to put all your eggs in one basket. So, Mariah, we have good vibes with Mariah at this point. So, I'm gonna go pretty much all in on Mariah, I think. Brr, it's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? Explain to Mariah how the size of a person and fat content determine how warm they are naturally. Yeah! Wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. You know what he wanted to do for a career? Mariah does her best Gregor impression. Split forward and gaze at the stars! How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Mariah blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. Pretty sure Mariah will remember that. 3 hearts, let's go! You thank her and leave the bedroom. By the way, I'll probably only stream till 9. 1, out of practice, my throat is kind of starting to hurt, and 2, I do have food and things to eat. Hungry. Talking about food has made me hungry, yes. I usually don't eat before streams, so yeah, probably cut it off at 9. Call everyone together. They all look grim. Cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They are expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. Instruct everyone to take a pinch. Slowly, all 5 of you tear apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karin is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite 100 times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. Group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. Wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. I can hear the rain, Gregor. It's still flooding. What are we gonna do? Humans can live for about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or 2, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. That's a lot. But do you really think it'll rain that long? Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it'll stop soon? Ick. Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared, breathing to survive. Please don't tell me this is a cannibalism thing. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen? Or Anatoly in the living room? What have I done? What have I done wrong? I just cooked for everyone. No, I'm talking with Mariah. Hey, Mariah looks relieved to see you. Oh, that's fast. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. How are you holding it up? I'm a saveaholic, I think. If you guys seen any playthrough, you guys know that. Better question, how are you holding up? Not very good. That's very sweet of you to ask. Mariah's looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you. I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually I have to pick it out of the foods the others make. But you respected that. Thank you. Mariah's looking back at you with an admiration. I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again. You're definitely sure Mariah will remember that. 5 stars! Or 5 hearts! Let's check out the drawer again. Potato? Yes, Potato, where the others are. They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. There's labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin? Oh, at the mouse holes. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them, or something worse. That's ominous. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out. You have a feeling Potato's telling the truth. You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. Just get deathly sick if you tried. And from the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. What's that sound? From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With floodwaters rising and no food now, it may be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Bennett equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation provides a number called the basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR equals 655 plus 4.35 times weight in pounds plus 4.7 times height in inches minus 7.5 times age in years. Got it? For fun, let's try it on someone here. Mariah, using Harris Benedict. She looks like she's 120 pounds, about 5 feet 5 inches tall, about 20 years old. Crunching the numbers, I think she needs about 1,388 calories daily. But that's being abnormally stationary. She has to lay in bed all day and night, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. Just being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters. You need to multiply that calories by 1.9. So now she needs 2,638 calories per day. Quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly. Which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again. Okay? You shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. Okay. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah! I swim all the time near my house, so I probably have the best chance to swim through the floodwaters. No! Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregor, hi. Sounds good to me. Karen? His arms are definitely the longest, so he'd probably be the best at climbing trees out of all of us. No, that wouldn't be right, Gregor. Let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand. And the shortest will go out to search for food. You're not worried about the drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch length, so you can tell which is the biggest of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Karen? Will it be Looks like I've got the shortest. Mariah. It's okay. Mariah. I've watched Anatoly forge earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. swim until you can find higher ground and scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Mariah, everyone looks heartbroken. No, don't go. Actually, it's kind of a horrible idea. Why are you guys sending her out? Like, what? What? It makes no sense. Karen, Anatoly, Gregor, keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. Yeah, no, why are you sending her out? It's a horrible idea. Did I do that? Does raising her affinity kill her off? Did I do that? The door shuts behind her. Family hear her yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. Mariah has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun is completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on the shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. Stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking into the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulder, and both of them push you in. Familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You hit the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two down the woods, your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Your stamina can't last forever, you're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden, as if by magic. The earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs, you're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Okay. My dreams are very weird. But that's gonna have to do for today's episode. Gonna be real straight with you guys. Not sure when the next time I can stream will be. My schedule has been pretty volatile as of late, so keep your eyes peeled on Twitter. I think best place to follow me at Tsukino Mafuyu on Twitter. It's in the links in the description, I believe. I'll double check as well. But yeah, no idea what's going on. I have a feeling things are about to start getting darker and darker and darker, but we'll ride this one out together, guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment on the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Peace. See you guys.